What is up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? It is Stressman here, and today I'm filming a long overdue video that literally is going to make, well, really is useless at this point because people have probably already seen the film. Probably actually they have seen the film. I was supposed to do this review, when did this movie come out? May? And I never got around to it, and I guess I'm going to do it now. So, what I'm doing, obviously, if you read the title, I'm doing a review for Doctor Strange. My rating system, usually for the MCU, is different from what I rate other movies. What I'm talking about is that, like, I know that these movies are made on for a certain group of people. Granted, everyone likes MCU movies anymore, and the whole MCU itself, but I guess I'll rate it on that side, just like for comic book movies in general. First, we'll go over the plot. If you haven't already seen it, I believe it's on Disney Plus now, and this is recorded on July 14th. Obviously, I would say they have it already since it is on disc, but essentially the story opens up with America Chavez, who is the new member of the MCU. I believe her character was introduced in the MCU in 2012 maybe, but I'm not 100% sure about that. But anyways, it's her and another version of Doctor Strange, and they're gonna get this MacGuffin. I say MacGuffin, but it really is, and it's the Book of Vishanti, I believe. And I think them introducing this book is ridiculous in the fact that later on in the movie they say that this was used to defeat their version of Thanos in another universe. And if that's the case, why the heck did Steven in our universe, well, the 616 universe or whatever, not use that or see that as a possibility? I don't know, maybe that the universe where they used it, it wasn't a liable option. I don't know. After that, the Steven that is going with America Chavez gets killed by basically sacrificing her, or was going to sacrifice her to the monster, but she doesn't die. He ends up dying. They fall into the 616 universe where our Doctor Strange is going to a wedding. I can't remember her name. It's Doctor Strange's love of the first film. That's not really his love, it's his ex, but whatever. And she's seen throughout the film as well. Steven's trying to grip, not with the meaning of life, because he really found that in the last film. This one, he's just trying to find a reason, or to find a love of himself, to love himself, to realize what, that he's got his own side of life. He has to find a love or whatever. I don't know. Basically, he meets up with Chavez. She tells him what's going on. He goes to Wanda to figure out what's up with all these monsters going after Chavez. Come to find out, Wanda this whole time is the reason why these monsters are chasing after her, because she summoned her, because essentially her power can be harnessed like Agatha tried to do with Wanda in WandaVision. And she's trying to use that power to get to a universe where Billy and Tommy really exist. I find this plot point ridiculous in the fact that there is an infinite amount of multiverses. Why not just find one where Wanda died and go to that? Now, obviously, that's just a simple answer because that just ruins the whole film itself. but I find that logic flawed. I don't know if she just wanted to find a universe, kill him, that Wanda, and just basically take over or whatever, which again makes no sense, because when you look at the different universes that they go through in this movie, they're different in many ways. Like, some people are paint. There's like a universe where like they're blobs of paint. Ones they're look like cubist drawings. It's just, I don't know. I feel like the logic is flawed in Wanda's thing. I feel like her character, they didn't do a good job of transitioning her to being a villain. Obviously, at the end of WandaVision, you can see her grief, but also at the end of WandaVision, you kind of get this resolution that Wanda really is trying to change for the better, and then it's kind of undone literally the second appearance of her in this next phase. So I don't know. I don't know what they were going for, but I feel like there was a better way to have her as the main villain, not just do it in a really stupid way. Granted, they say the Darkhold is really what corrupted her. And you know what? I'll run with that. Whatever. I don't care. If I just feel like it could have been done in a better way. Essentially, after that, he tells Wanda that she's not going to do that. He's going to stop her, and they're going to find this book, so that way Chavez can get back to the universe that she initially left, because she can't control her powers. I believe that's what it is. But anyways, Wanda doesn't like it. She goes to attack Kamar-Taj, and Chavez accidentally transports Steven and her into the 838 universe, I believe. That's what the universe is that they go to in the movie. And that's where you get spoiler warning. I'm gonna 1, 2, 3 again. If you haven't seen it, I'm about to spoil. If you have TikTok, there's no way this hasn't been spoiled. You've been warned. That's when they meet the Illuminati. The Illuminati in this movie was extremely underwhelming in this movie. In my life, I have not seen more potential wasted in a movie in a while. I really haven't, other than Star Wars, I really haven't seen this much potential wasted. And they literally kill off a fan, like a fan casted role in Reed Richards as John Krasinski, literally in minutes, and the way it's done is ridiculous. They kill off Black Bolt in literally the most stupid way possible, and they make Reed's character absolutely stupid, because literally the way they introduce his character is he's the smartest man alive, but yet he tells Wanda that Black Bolt can kill her with basically just speaking. So what does she do? Eliminates the one thing that makes him a threat. Then he stupidly says something in his mouth and causes his brain to explode, killing him. And then Reed is turned into Swiss cheese. And then Captain Carter is impaled with her own shield. And Captain Marvel, who is Carol's friend in this universe, I don't even know how the crap she's killed. She's killed basically with a bunch of bricks falling on her, which she might be still alive. I don't know. Mordo isn't killed, but he's put in this little pit, and I guess they never really show anything other than that from it. I guess I should say that whenever Steven and Chavez gets to this universe, he meets Mordo, and then they, meet up with the Illuminati because apparently in their universe, Steven got corrupted by the Darkhold, and they had to kill him because he was corrupted by it. Again, that book at the beginning, the Book of Ashanti, is what they used to kill Thanos in their universe, which again, I don't know why I say we, but why our movies didn't do that. I guess they just had to come up with something for this movie to make it to where they didn't have to have the full Avengers cast. But whatever. And Charles Xavier, one of the most beloved, superheroes for the past 20 to 30 years, being in played by Sir Patrick Stewart, literally is killed really stupid in my opinion as well. Wanda gets into his mind and then snaps his head off or whatever, and it's the worst CGI I've ever seen in my life. And I'm a very jumpy person. I really am. I don't like to watch scary movies. I just find I don't like to be scared. And the biggest sin for me is jump scares. Because I always jump. I'm very jumpy when it comes to that. But the Wanda jumping in and snapping Charles' neck, literally, I didn't jump at all because it was just so stupid. It literally looked like something off of YouTube poop. I don't know. I guess, and it really bothers me to see people say, I'm so glad the MCU has a horror film now. Whenever this movie was announced and they casted Sam Raimi to be the director, I really did think this was going to be Marvel's Evil Dead, which you can see a little bit of that flavor in there, the way that he's edited. I will say that the campiness and stuff of a Raimi film is in there. However, I will tell you, Sam Raimi made one of the best superhero movies of all time in Spider-Man 2, and in my opinion, a great trilogy. And whatever this turd is, if it's his fault or whatever, it is not executed well, and certainly I don't find it to be a horror movie at all, even if it's dumbed down horror or whatever. It's bad. This is not a horror movie. I don't know. I just had to get that out there because I've seen so many people ranking the Phase 4 projects this year and saying that this movie is 2 or 3. Granted, I think Eternals suck. I just watched that because I was trying to. I haven't been able to watch Thor yet because I've had COVID, and a lot of people are telling me it's stupid, just with the humor and stuff like that. But I feel like I'm gonna like it. I loved Ragnarok. Now, it might not be a good movie as far as seriousness and stuff like that, but I feel like I will have a better time watching it than Eternals. Eternals was just really boring and too long and unnecessary. But regardless of the fact, I wanted to watch it since I hadn't, and it was the worst 2 almost 3 hours of my life. It blows my mind that we live in a universe where Spider-Man No Way Home was released and we got these turds that were released afterwards. And I'm not saying that Doctor Strange is significantly bad. It's just it's bad compared to what we've had out of the MCU. I would rather watch Doctor Strange than Eternals. I would rather watch Doctor Strange over Captain Marvel. And I know that people talk about Captain Marvel all the time, saying, all the feminist stuff and everything. I could care less. I think it's an okay movie. I just would rather watch Doctor Strange than that. So I'm not saying, and most certainly I'd rather watch it than Thor: The Dark World. But back on the Doctor Strange review, it's just I don't know. They really dropped the ball with this, and I thought it was going to be a good companion piece with No Way Home. I thought the way, like, No Way Home set up the MCU after the Loki series and everything like that with the multiverse. I thought this movie was going to be like, we're getting the X-Men now, which essentially we kind of did, but like we're getting all these new characters that we just got, you know, back from Fox. And that's not what we got. We got like 2 cameos from people we wanted. I guess people wanted Captain Carter. I really didn't watch What If. It didn't appeal to me. I do know what happens in it. I just don't have any interest. Just like I don't have any interest to watch the, whatever that new, Disney Plus, Marvel show, Miss Marvel. I have no interest. I think it looks terrible. But anyways, I'm getting off on a tangent. The whole horror thing just got on my nerves. Anyways, back to the review, and explaining the thing. Essentially, they go back, the Darkhold in our universe is destroyed. Wanda, has to, like, teleport her mind into the body of the 838 Wanda, and she, like, goes in and, like I said, wrecks everyone. And then, which it's really weird they don't show the repercussions of that, but whatever. And then she gets sent back out, and then she gets Chavez from 838 and brings her back to, like, steal her, like, life power or whatever, I don't know. So she gets that power, and then she puts a portal out to the 838 universe again, and it basically shows Billy and Tommy what kind of monster our Wanda's become. And essentially at the end of the movie, she's like, I've become a villain, I'm gonna kill myself and rid the universe of the Scarlet Witch or whatever. And it does that, like, typical thing where it shows the structure caving in, but it doesn't show Wanda's body. So I guarantee we're gonna get Wanda coming back, because if they literally throw Wanda's character away as a villain in this movie, it's the biggest waste of character after the WandaVision series. Granted, I don't like the way it ended, but WandaVision I really enjoyed up till the whole Ralph Boner, and that's another story for another time. But I feel like that's a waste of a character if they do get rid of Wanda. Regardless, all the dark holes in the universes are destroyed. Steven uses the dark hole to do the whole mind thing to fight Wanda at the end. I forgot to mention that. The CG looks piss in that, but apparently the zombie Doctor Strange is practical, like the makeup, but whatever. I don't know. But by the end of the film, you see that Strange is kind of corrupted by the Darkhold in the very end, and then at like the mid-credit scene, you see like this girl come out from like the Darkhold universe or whatever. I can't remember her name, but she's played by what is her name? She's in Monster, and the Eileen crap, what is her name? She's also in the new Fast and Furious. You know who I'm talking about. Anyways, she goes and says, like, there's an incursion, and essentially what an incursion is, if you don't know, they explain in the movie, but it's 2 universes. They kind of mend together, and only one universe survives, or both of them. I can't remember. I think it's if one universe isn't destroyed, they're both destroyed or whatever. Basically, like, both realities are mending into each other, and they're saying that's what happened to our universe. And that, I guess that'll be the big Avengers movie in this phase. I don't know. I found it really ridiculous. But we're here to the final part where I give my rating after this long 20-minute review of a movie that's been out and you all have your own opinions about. But I give this movie, like Marvel wise, originally I gave it a 7 when I got out of the theater. I guess it was just because I was excited to see Reed Richards and Charles Xavier again. But honestly, this movie's like a 5, maybe even a 4, because it was really disappointing. And not only that, the CG's awful. And it's just a waste of potential. I don't know. I mean, I give it a 4, but I'd watch it over some other Marvel movies. So, yeah. But that's my opinion. Whenever I watch Thor Love and Thunder, I will do a review. Hopefully it'll be a lot sooner than this one. But, yeah. If you get to this far, I just want to thank Caleb for pushing me to do it. We've talked to each other like multiple times since then, and I never released it, so he's the reason why I finally got to doing it. So, yep. So, appreciate you all watching this video, and I hope to do more reviews soon. So, yeah. I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.